Hello and welcome to the final Your Illini Nation pregame show of the 2019 football season. I'm Craig Choate. We'll be joined by Bret Beherns and Jeremy Werner live in California in just the mere matter of seconds. We're on WCIX this time, as well as our website, WCIA.com, and on Facebook Live. Check us in there. Thank you for tuning in. But let's not waste any more time as we head out to Cali now to check in with Bret and Jeremy. Bret, get the stage set for us. How are things in Santa Clara on this Monday afternoon?
It is a beautiful day here, Craig, in Santa Clara, California. Bret Beherns alongside Jeremy Werner. As you mentioned, our final pregame show, number 13 for football. Jeremy, it's been a fun ride. We've gone all over the place, right? Yukon, Minnesota, Iowa. Now we end the season here in California, and it is gorgeous. I don't think there's a cloud in the sky.
Literally, I don't think there's a cloud in the sky. Who'd have thought we'd be here, huh? Not me, right? Like a Redbox Bowl. Here we go with Illinois. It's a beautiful day. It's been a great weekend. It's been a celebratory weekend. I know this isn't the ultimate destination that Illinois football wants to be in. They want to be in better bowl games, want to compete for a Big Ten championship. But this is a nice end of the decade moment to end out with a high note, just getting to this bowl game. And I think we're going to have a pretty competitive game as well against two very similar teams in Illinois and Cal.
It's better than New York, right?
That's
it's certainly better than Detroit. It's better than the Heart of Dallas Bowl in 2014, the last bowl Illinois played in. It has been a really, really good week for this program out here. All right, let's get the show started here. Injuries were what everyone wants to talk about. We know Brandon Peters is going to play. It doesn't sound like a couple other guys are.
Yeah, they're going to be really short at wide receiver especially, but Jake Hansen, their linebacker, will not play again. And I think we've kind of underrated that injury. I know the defense has played well for the most part, and he missed the Michigan State game, but the last two games, defense hasn't been quite as sharp, and he's one of their best playmakers. So not having him in the lineup, even though Kalen Tolson's played pretty well there, that's a loss. But at wide receiver, they're going to be really thin. Josh Imatorbhebhe is not warming up. He's not going to play today. He's got a knee injury. Not expected to be a long-term thing, but he had surgery on that, and he's not going to be able to play today. But also Caleb Reams, from what we hear, has a disciplinary issue, so he will not play. So what do they have at wideout? Well, Casey Washington's probably wideout number one, Donnie Navarro there at the slot, and then you're counting on guys like Trenard Davis, Carlos Sandy, who we haven't even seen this year, and Dominic Stampley, who is back from injury. But Rod Smith's probably going to have to get creative, maybe run some two running back sets, two tight end sets, just to get some playmakers on the field. But it is good to have Brandon Peters back, but he's got to have some of those guys at wideout step up today.
Yeah, he's got to have somebody to throw to, right? So maybe the running backs get a little bit more of tension in the passing game today. And Brandon Peters, the biggest guy back though, Craig, and he was sorely missed in that Northwestern game.
Yeah, let's get right down to the business at hand. As we already know, it's Illinois and Cal in the Redbox Bowl in about an hour. The Illini come in 6-6 on the year. Losers of their final two games of the season, Cal finished 7-5. They went 4-5 in the Pac-12. Both coaches know each other well, and Cal coach Justin Wilcox had high praise for Lovie Smith earlier this week.
Coach Wilcox, of course, followed his career quite a bit, know what he's done on the defensive side of the football, and we see what he's done with the Cal program. Again, we're just pumped up to have a chance to play in a bowl game, and this is a big deal to us.
I'm a football fan, you know, like a lot of you, so I remember when I was coming up at Boise State as a young coach, I used to study them all the time, and he's got a super reputation. He's an excellent coach, and it's well-deserved. And so we had a media event, what is that, 2 weeks ago or so? Yeah, and I got to spend part of the day with him, and I probably bothered him. You know, I was asking so many questions, but it was really cool for me to be able to sit there and talk with him.
Illini quarterback Brandon Peters has practiced with the team all week in Cali. He was on the field in Oakland at Laney College. Cleared to play in the Redbox Bowl after missing the regular season finale against Northwestern with his second concussion. The junior says he was good to go the Monday after, meaning he's more than ready to take the field now, and the Michigan grad transfer is one of the only guys on the team that has been to a bowl game before. He says he wants to send the seniors out the right way.
A lot of the older guys that have been here, you know, they haven't had the chance to play in a bowl game, and you know, being that contributing factor at the quarterback position to get them here, I mean, it's just really cool to see how excited all of them are. You know, smiles on their face. You know, that's going to be the right way to send them out.
Illinois is 6-4 when Peters starts, and the biggest reason the Illini offense was able to do what it did this season. So it's time to head back out to Cali to check in with the guys. Bret and Jeremy, we know Illinois is a much better team with Brandon Peters than without him. How much of a factor is he going to be today?
I think he's a huge factor to this offense and just getting that confidence maybe in what he can do. And maybe we see Brandon run some more if he doesn't have those threats down the field. But there's no doubt about it, he's the best quarterback on the roster. There's no doubt about it that he has had the biggest impact on the offense this year. And he's going to be a huge reason the Illini win or lose today.
Are you saying there's no quarterback controversy going into next year? Some fans want to make it out to be. No, he won the job handily in training camp. And we saw it on the field this year. I mean, yes, he's a flawed guy at certain times, but he led them to a bowl game. He's won all games that Illinois won. He was the starter. So he's 6-4 as the starter of this team, and when he's completed games, they got a really good record. So Brandon Peters gives them a much better chance than if Matt Robinson were in the game. It's no knock on Matt. It's just Brandon can make plays with his arm, and we've seen in recent times he makes plays with his legs. And with those wide receivers out, I agree with you, and we've just got official word. Matt Torbebe and Reams are out today. They need to find a way to make Cal guess a little bit, and teams have loaded up against Dre Brown and Reggie Corbin in that running attack, and with Doug Kramer out today at center, they're a little bit more vulnerable as run blockers. So yeah, Peter's going to have to keep them off balance a little bit, and maybe they'll find some big plays like they did against Iowa. Brandon Peters' legs really kept him in that game offensively.
So we'll see. It doesn't mean the other quarterbacks are not going to be good at some point, right? It just means they're not ready to play yet. And Brandon Peters is. He's the experienced guy, and he will be the guy to lead the offense today, Craig.
Yeah, this is the first bowl game for the Illini since 2014, so you would think that the team would be pumped up and ready today, but that certainly wasn't the case to close out the regular season. Illinois scored 2 total touchdowns in their final 2 games, only scored 10 points each game. That left a sour taste in their mouths, and that's motivating them ahead of today's Redbox Bowl.
I mean, we were pretty pissed off after the Northwestern game, so we got back to work, and we've been lifting hard, running.
We ain't like the last one, the last game against Northwestern as a unit and as a team. And we felt like we didn't give it all. We felt our effort level was low and things like that. So ever since we've been out here and we've been practicing, we just really been high on effort. We're just ready to play.
While making a bowl game this year is nice for the program, they think it's only the start. With only 13 seniors on this year's roster, next year is setting up to be a big step forward for the program. The junior class is 35 strong, with the majority of them playing key roles this season. The schedule next year also favorable, with 7 home games and no road game until October. A win today could be a huge head start to 2020.
You know, we started off our college careers, with probably the worst things, 2-10, just 2.5 months of straight losing. It was horrible. So, for us to get to where we are now, like I said, it's just another stepping stone. This is another milestone that we're glad we reached. It was a big goal for us in the beginning of the year. That was our #1 goal. And now we just want to win and focus on next year and just go farther.
We have a better product that we put on the football field. I've also made a statement that our best team, I think, it's been leading up to next year. So what a bowl victor would do would just give us momentum going into the next year as much as anything.
Back out to Cali we go. So we just heard from the team that they're not happy with the way the regular season ended, rightly so. What does a win today and a 7-6 record do as opposed to 6-7?
I think that's huge, Craig, and as they build toward next year, and you hear the head coach, the leader of the program, saying, we were building towards next year, not this season, but 2020. He said he's had a plan all along. That's why I think if you can get a win today, you continue to sell it, maybe most importantly on the recruiting trail, because they still have some work to do there, especially grad transfers. If they're going to convince a few guys to come in as grad transfers, which it worked this year, you would assume they would do it again next year. A win would go a long way for that.
Yeah, I don't know if a win means Illinois is going to win 8 or 9 games next year, and a loss would mean they're going to squeak into a bowl game, right? But it does give you good vibes going into an offseason. And for Illinois, I think what it would show is that maybe it legitimizes, if you can win this game, that win streak, right? Because some fans might look at it as, well, you lost 4 games in a row, and then if you ended the season with losing 3 games in a row, was that 4-game win streak a fluke? Was that the outlier of what this team actually is? I don't think either way that that's the case. I think this team is much improved, and they will improve again next year. But I do think it gives a lot of good vibes for the fans, gives good vibes in that program that shows you can beat another good Power 5 team, a team that's very similar to you in the standings, and that maybe you can climb up in the Big Ten next year. So I just think it gives you good vibes going in. It does give you a little bit of added sell to whether it's transfers or other prep recruits, but it just make the offseason a little bit more enjoyable, I think, for fans.
And a win is a win at this point. You want to continue to sell the momentum that they had there on that 4-game win streak.
Illinois hasn't won its last game of a season since 2011, hasn't had a winning season since 2011, so it'd be nice that we've been checking off a lot of these things. That'd be another nice one to check off.
All right, guys, we'll hear more from you in just a few minutes, but we do need to take our first commercial break. More from the Illini Nation pregame show coming up after this. Welcome back to the Your Illini Nation pregame show. The Cali area is familiar territory for some of the Illini. One is Oluwale Betiku. Betiku played in the Pac-12 at USC for a couple seasons, so he knows what the Bears like to do. Betiku stormed on the scene this year, leading the nation in sacks after 1 month, but an injury during the Wisconsin game slowed him down. Now he's back and ready to go bowling.
I mean, it's just football, regardless. It's just Pac-12 schools have more tendencies to do a certain thing than a Big Ten school, but at the end of the day, it's just football. They can only run or pass the ball. It's just the same thing. I mean, it's been great. Great way back to practice. A lot of time to recover and just get better and get back in playing shape. Last 2 games were kind of rough, but just getting a little time off and just getting time to just get back in playing shape and back to what I used to do. It's just great.
Quick thoughts from the guys here back in Cali. How much stock can you take from Betiku and the other USC transfers facing Cal in the past, and can Betiku make a difference himself today?
Yeah, they're different players at Cal now from when they played in the games, but they are familiar a little bit with maybe what they want to do and how the Pac-12 works, so you may be able to take a little bit from that. Betiku was so good at the start of the season against lower level competition. He kind of evened out a little bit once the Power 5 teams came in, and he got hurt. Yep. But he's still a guy that is proven at this level and on his team.
He's the biggest X factor of this game. Illinois has 0 sacks over the last 3 games, and it's not a surprise because of that. They haven't been able to get pressure, that their takeaways have gone down. I think with this game, with the offensive players you have out in this game, the defense might need to score. This might be an old school Lovie Smith game where if your defense scores, you win. And I think about the Purdue game. I think about the Michigan State game. Those games swung really with takeaways. Rutgers as well. I think it's going to be a similar game. Who makes less mistakes, which defense capitalizes on it, because the over-under is at 43.5 for a reason. I don't think the offenses are going to go off, and Cal's not an offense that's that great either. So if the defense can make a big play, set up an easy score, they need that. But Batiku's got to be that, because they don't really have many difference makers on the edge like him.
And you figure the takeaway battle probably needs to swing at like 2.5, I would say. Yeah. If Illinois hits a 2.5 over, I think they're going to be in a really, really good position to win the game.
Oh, yeah, if they get something like that, but they haven't done that the last couple of weeks, right? So I like the secondary. Tony Adams is out today, but Sidney Brown, Nate Hobbs, even Devin Witherspoon has played really, really well. Stanley Green, of course, forces a lot of fumbles. So I like that secondary if they can get a little help from their defensive line, and they haven't had a lot of it recently.
When Illinois has done well this season, Craig, they have forced turnovers, and that's been a big reason why they've won some games this season. We'll see if that continues today.
Yeah, for sure. But when the team landed in Oakland on Thursday, they got a nice police escort across the Bay Bridge, arriving at the Hyatt Regency downtown. Head coach Lovie Smith, one of the first guys off the bus with a big smile on his face. This is the first bowl game of his career in his 4th year, but it's the players who are most pumped up. Besides the transfers, no current Illini has ever played in a bowl game, and the guys were pumped up to finally get to town.
I mean, it's amazing. We got off the plane and got on the bus and made the ride over here, and everybody's like, oh, is this the Golden Gate Bridge? And I'm like, I don't think it is, but it's just a great feeling. Just being with the team and just seeing the excitement of just many college students. You would never think that we would just be right here in this situation. We're taking it all in.
This is the first time in the Bay Area for most of the team, but there are several guys with area ties. 7 in all with 6 Illini from California. That includes linebacker Milo Eifler, who grew up just a few miles away. He's the de facto tour guide this week for his teammates. It's a role the junior says he's more than fine with.
It feels good to be home, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got the guys, a lot of them haven't been in California yet, so it's going to be the first experience, and Bay Area is kind of one of the best places to be at right now. So I'm just excited, you know what I'm saying, have my family be at the game and stuff like that. So San Francisco is a great city, you know what I'm saying. We get to go to Alcatraz and kind of be like a little tourist sometimes. So I'll just be excited to be back home and be able to enjoy it.
While the Bay Area is close to home for some, it's thousands of miles away from home for one of the Illini and his family. It's safe to say that Ronan and Georgina Hayes traveled the farthest to see the Redbox Bowl, all the way from Australia. The parents of Illini punter Blake Hayes arrived on Monday from Melbourne. This will actually be the 5th time they're seeing Blake play this season. They were in Champaign for a month earlier this fall to see him play 4 games. Once it was announced that the team was going to California, they booked their tickets almost immediately. For Blake, it means a lot to share this week with his family.
I mean, it's amazing having their support over here. You know, it's a really good vibe around here, and having my whole family here is just going to add something more and more meaning to it.
It's really exciting. As I said, we've been over for a month in October, but to now go and see a bowl game, which has been a long time since Illinois have been in one, we couldn't miss the opportunity. We had to come back and see Blake again and see if they can go one step further and make it 7 for the year.
Quite the family there, the Hayes. So, guys, Eifler is playing in front of a lot of family today from home, I can imagine. Big day for him. But how about the Hayes family, traveling nearly 8,000 miles just to be there today?
They got in on Monday. I guess it'd be last Monday now. They've been enjoying themselves here a little bit, and it goes to show, I guess, just what you'll do for your kids. But they had said this is usually their stopping point on the halfway to get to Chicago and Champaign. They only had to, stop here in San Francisco, and that was great, and Blake certainly lived up to all the hype this season.
Yeah, I mean, Blake's the Big Ten punter of the year, probably future NFLer, so I'm sure they'll be making a lot more trips over here, but just an enjoyable family. I've caught up with him earlier in the year, and he's got a buddy who's an Australian rules football #1 overall pick that came and visited him, and he said, it's awesome to see Blake, who's kind of like the superstar here that I was kind of back home. It's just a great story. All these Aussie kickers that have come over and been great in college football, but Blake's obviously one of the best at what he does for Illinois.
And don't call it rugby. Ronan wanted me to know that. There's a difference between rugby and Australian football, and, I didn't know the difference, whatever, but he was quick to point me out on that. So we'll see if Blake can be a big asset today, as he's been all year, and with a defensive type of game, you need a good punter, and that's what they've had. And for Milo, just a chance to come home. He was really excited when he found out that they were coming back here. Yeah,
and Delano Ware's a kid from Oakland. Dylan Wyatt, who hasn't played this year, is from the area as well. So all those guys, Hardy Nickerson kind of recruited here, they get to come home and be in front of their family, which is pretty cool.
Should be a great atmosphere and a great game. It is a little windy here, Craig. There's not a cloud in the sky, but wind blowing maybe 10 miles an hour or thereabout. That kicking game could be impacted by that today as well.
Yeah, Eifler going to need to have a big game with Jake Hansen still out. And Cal, actually one of the first schools to offer him a scholarship out of high school. So a big game for Eifler today. All right, time for us to call our second timeout. We'll have more of the Your Illini Nation pregame show after this. Welcome back to the Your Illini Nation pregame show. GCMS grad Bryce Barnes is one of 6 Illini from Central Illinois. Barnes has played in all 12 games as a special teamer. He's only one of 3 true freshmen who have appeared in every game this year. He started training camp as a tight end, but moved over to defensive tackle during the bye week. He's bulked up as a result. His goal is to earn a scholarship by the end of his career, and the GCMS grad is well on his way to making that a reality.
It's crazy, you know, I never would have thought of anything like this. Coming in, I knew that it was going to be tough, you know, but it was very attainable for this team, you know. I just got to keep working. I'm not looking at a specific time for it to happen. I just know if I put my best foot forward and do what I'm told, that it's possible.
Checking in with Bret and Jeremy again if they're ready outside the stadium. Did either of you guys see Barnes being one of the only true freshmen playing in this game? I know this means a lot to him to bring the Illini back to a bowl game.
For me, Craig, he bought into his role, and he's done that really, really well this season, and that's what it takes if you're going to be a walk-on freshman, sophomore, whatever it may be. You're not a scholarship guy. Nothing is going to be given to you. You have to come in and really buy into that role and give him credit. That's what he's done this year.
Got to buy into a special teams role. That's the way you get on the field. Even for some of these guys who come in as stars like Shimon Cooper, Tariq Bond, whatever it is, if you buy into special teams, you can turn some heads and get a role right away for the team. So kudos to Bryce Barnes. Tough, big, physical kid. Blocks on special teams on the kickoff returns. And can help block on punts, things like that. So he's been a nice addition for them. And that's how you eventually find a role on the team and maybe even a scholarship at some point.
And he said he thinks that's attainable. He thinks that's a realistic goal. He moves from tight end to defensive tackle. He did play defensive end in high school, a linebacker role. He says he's 260 now. He wants to be 280. He thinks that's realistic for him, and he's certainly got the work ethic to do that, following him at Gibson City.
Well, the guy who's like the hallmark of this is Clayton Fregellum, right? Yeah. He got on special teams, and then all of a sudden he got on defense and made a big impact.
And now he's starting for the Bengals in the NFL. Good career for him, Craig.
With every bowl game, there's more than just football, though. Illinois spent time all over the Bay Area in the days leading up to the game. That included a Golden State Warriors game, trolley car rides, and a visit to the famed Alcatraz prison. Both teams took the boat trip across the bay to tour Alcatraz. It was head coach Lovie Smith's second time visiting, but the majority of the Illini said they have never been to California, so getting a chance to see Alcatraz is another new experience, even if they don't know much about the history.
I really don't have, a whole background or info about Alcatraz at all, so, it's just, I don't know. I'm just taking it all in, I guess.
I'm 61. There's very little I haven't done. But like most people, when you come here for the first time, that's a spot that you should go see. That's why I'm excited. Our team, of course, all going out and having an opportunity to see it today. But it's just pretty fascinating to just see it all. How it all worked.
The Illini also got a chance to check out the Golden Gate Bridge. One of their other stops was at St. Anthony's, a safe place for the homeless population in the Bay Area. About 50 Illini players, staff, and coaches helped out on Saturday. Some handed out meals. Others were in charge of the clothing. Athletic Director Josh Whitman, one of those handing out the meals. For some of the guys, they've done community service thing before, but for others, it was their first time. All of them walked away from it humbled and grateful that they could help out. Bret, I know you were there with them on Saturday. You had a nice story with some of the guys that night. What was that experience like for them? And then just all of the bowl game festivities around the game, like Alcatraz and the Warriors game.
Yeah, I think seeing the homeless population here, at least for me, I know it was for the players, they said it as well, it is really, really big. There are a ton of homeless people on the street in San Francisco, and getting a chance, just even if it's a small chance, a couple of hours to give back, I know was really eye-opening for them. It was for me, and I think that was a cool experience for the players to get that.
Yeah, it's a couple blocks off Market Street, which is this booming capitalism with Dolce & Gabbana, and then a couple blocks away, you see all these people who are underprivileged. So I think that was a big moment, but I think that's what stuck out to me in my first bowl game covering it, is the bowl experience is real. Like these players, Jamal Woods told me it's the first NBA game he's ever been to. Sidney Brown, who's from Canada, said this is the farthest away he's ever been away from home, and he lived in Florida for a couple years to play football. For a lot of these kids, this is the best. This is one of the most life-changing experiences they'll have.
And I think for me, just being there, seeing the homeless population up front and what they go through every single day, not that it's cold here, but it does get chilly at night, the things that they're going through was very eye-opening. It might have been one of my favorite parts. The Golden Gate Bridge, though, was really cool. Yeah. I think, for me, that maybe tops what we did there. We were live there on the first night here. The team arrived on Thursday.
I toured Oracle Park, too, where the Giants play. That was really awesome.
All right, all part of the bowl experience. It's been a great week here for us. It's not about us, though, right? It's about the team and the players and what they were able to do. Well, we did have a good time out here, Craig.
All right, time for us to take our final break. We get predictions and a final check when we come back. We're almost out of time here for the Your Illini Nation pregame show. Let's head back out to Cali one last time to check in with Bret and Jeremy. Guys, we're about 30 minutes away from the game. What are your thoughts and predictions?
I think with the injuries, Jeremy, it's going to be really tough for Illinois to win this game today. Who is Brendan Peters going to throw to? That's going to be my lingering question out of all of this. What's your score prediction? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I have 24-20 Cal. I just think with the injuries Illinois has, even Jay Canson involved that, the wide receivers, I just think Cal has more momentum, winning 3 of their last 4 games, Illinois losing 2 and only scoring 10 points per game the last couple games. So I have Cal in a close one.
I'm going to pick Cal 24-14. I like that 24 number. I don't think it's going to be very offensive here today, as all as both defenses I think will have pretty good days. We'll see, though. That's why they play the games. Beautiful afternoon here in California, Craig. As we get ready for the Redbox Bowl, we'll have all sorts of coverage coming up tonight on WCIA 3 at 6 and 10. Also on IlliniInquirer.com. Check out Jeremy's site there as well. Thanks for a fun year, Jeremy.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, too. It was a great time here at Redbox.
Absolutely. All right, Craig, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you guys for all your work this year. Good stuff. Here is the board for all you fans if you need more information. Cal 7-5 on the year. Illinois is 6-6. It is going to be a 3 o'clock kickoff on Fox. We will have it all covered for you later today at 6 and 10 for tonight on WCIA, like Bret said, on air and online. That is going to do it for the Your Illini Nation pregame show. For the football season, we still got some basketball ones coming up. And coming up on WCIX, our Bowl Bound 2019 special. You can also watch it on our website, WCIA.com. Thank you so much for watching. We'll have you covered tonight for the game. Have a great day.